repeated more.
Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, ladies and
No.
gentlemen.
No.
It's the Dear UG here and Fire Ninja. Say hello, Fire Ninja.
No.
And we're taking a
I
look at.
refuse.
And
No.
we're taking a look at another one of those
No.
wonderful visual
No,
novels. No, we're not.
This dog loves politics so much.
Okay, hey, I told you I was doing this game last week. Now, come on.
You said on Monday. It is Tuesday.
Yeah. Also got that's why this and Sunset Riders, which I did already, got moved to today.
That
Starwberry
doesn't matter.
Vinegar. I have no idea what it's about. Feed me, or I will reap your soul.
No.
After hearing those ridiculous words, my whole life has turned upside down. Damn. What? Okay, wait. We gotta turn down the brightness for this game. Hold on. Oh, maybe that's how bright it's supposed to be. Okay. Well, the dad's got purple hair. Dad. Hey there, V. How are you feeling on this beautiful sunny day? Should I do the ghost voice or not?
No.
I feel fine,
I am going to kill you.
We're gonna make a quick save here just so we can...
You are going to die.
Thank you. Hey
no,
there,
you
V.
don't.
Wait, why did it made me go backwards? What the hell? I feel
Good.
fine, thank you.
No, you don't.
I sniffle a yawn with one hand as I slip into my seat at the kitchen table.
Doug needs a bath because he's a dirty commie.
I'm a responsible girl, so I always wake up early in the morning. But that doesn't
no,
mean
I'm
I
done.
like doing
I'm
it.
done.
In fact, I hate
I'm
it.
done.
Apparently we made Fire Ninja Tap a new record 2 minutes in. The sunlight hurts my eyes. I'm forced to turn my head away from the open window and towards the wooden tabletop. I always thought this wooden table clashed with the something white, incredibly Western decor of our kitchen, but I've gotten used to it over the years. I think this table used to belong to Grandma Norza, so Dad would never throw it away. It's a precious keepsake of his mother. Not that she's dead or anything, she's just been refurbishing her house. She got rid of some of her old furniture. I bet other people would find my kitchen weird, not just my kitchen, but my whole house, which is distinctly non-Japanese, but that doesn't bother me. It's not like I've invited anybody over. That's your mom. Damn! Mom is kinda... Mom sits at the table, one leg crossed over the other, reading the newspaper. Dad is busy serving breakfast, white rice, pickled cucumbers, and miso soup. For some reason I must be the dad then, since I do love to cook. Dad's a pretty good cook, so he makes most of the meals at home. He has a whole drawer full of aprons to pick and choose from, and his greatest pleasure in life seems to be selecting which one to wear each morning. Mom, by contrast, doesn't like cooking that much. Her fingernails are long and carefully filed, and she hates it when they splinter or get dirty. Mom is a popular actress, and she cares a lot about her appearance. You might have heard of her. Her name is... I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that name whatsoever, but we're going to try now. Hey Craig, what's up? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to a nightmare fuel game, apparently, as Fire Ninja would say before he bowed out. This is Starwberry Vinegar. And the mom's name is Sakowina Yokina. I'm probably going to have so many people saying that's not how you pronounce it, and I apologize, but I can't pronounce names that good. When they're in a foreign names, I should say. I try, though. Mom and Dad are pretty dissimilar but they get along enough. I don't think I've ever heard them argue before. I'm glad to know you're feeling alright, Reed. And you're feeling, and you feel better after you try this. Breakfast looks good, just like always. The fluffy white rice is perfectly cooked. The pickled cucumbers have been cut into precise coin-sized shapes, and they've been glazed with vinegar so they seem to shimmer. The miso soup is light brown, neither too thick nor too thin, and it's been bulked up with white cubes of Sikyo tofu and diced spring onions. I have a feeling I'm going to make everyone hungry on this stream. The onions float lazily on the surface of the soup, while the heavenly tofu sinks to the bottom, absorbing the flavor of fish stock and soybeans. I pick up my chopsticks and bow my head. Time for the girl's voice, because I know somebody said I should be a voice actor, so... Thank you for the food. Ha ha ha. There's no need to thank me, Ree. I'll do anything for you. I don't doubt it. Dad likes cooking for me. He doesn't have anyone else to pamper since Mom always dieting. I'm glad Dad likes looking after me, but the look of expectation on his face as I bring my chopsticks to my mouth is kind of disconnecting. He's so obsessed with watching me eat that he hasn't touched his own food at all. If I told him I didn't like his food, I think he'll cry. That's a lot of responsibility to place on the shoulder of an elementary school. Look, don't you think? Fortunately, the food tastes just as good as it looks. The pickled cucumbers crunch satisfying when I bite into them, and the coolness contrasts nicely with the warm miso soup. I'm waiting for somebody to comment, what the fuck is this? Just so I can laugh. So, what do you think? Do you like it? It's good. Thank goodness. I wasn't too sure about the pickled cucumbers. I usually let them sit in the fridge a little longer. I thought the vinegar might be too overpowering. No, it's nice. It goes well with the rice. It creates contrast, I suppose. That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you, Reed. So I started with a show of affection. Actually, he almost knocks over Mom's cup of green tea. Careful, dear. I'm sorry, Yuko. It's alright, just try to be a bit more attentive next time. And if you're really interested, Dad's name is Tsukubo Kazuha. Unlike Mom, you probably never heard of him. There's a reason why Mom and Dad don't have the same family name, but it's not that important. I know it's unusual, but don't worry about it. I don't think my parents ever do. You should try to remember that some of us have filming to do later today. I don't want it to turn up with tea over my new dress. It costs quite a bit, you know. So Fu, that grummy old nag would have my head if I dared arrive looking less than perfect. I'm sorry. I know how hard you've been working. I don't want to make things more difficult for you. So, did you read anything interesting in the paper? Nothing terribly exciting. Things have been so dull lately. Isn't that a good thing? I prefer it when things are calm and quiet. Well, you may have a point. I was hoping for more bloody murder, though. Let's not talk about murder at the breakfast table, especially around Ree. You'll upset her. I think Ree's old enough to understand the futility of nature of human life by now. We all must shuffle off this moral core eventually. Maybe so, but do we need to be reminded of that right now? Perhaps not. You're right, sorry. I've been working on this hospital drama for too long. There are only so many dying teenage girls one can handle in a day. And speaking of work, I ought to get going. I don't want to be late. Mom takes one last sip of her tea, then sits the cup down on the table with a small thud. The life of an actress must be pretty hectic. She's always in a hurry and she hardly ever seems to have any free time. I wonder if Dad misses her. If he does, he doesn't say it. He's always been unfairly supportive of Mom in her endeavors. Have a good day, Yuki. Take care of yourself. I will, dear. Mom blows a kiss at Dad, then pauses by my chair for a few moments. Henry, I did read something in the paper I thought you might like to hear. What? It said this week should be particularly eventful for you Vertigos. Apparently you will encounter new friends, have many new experiences, and face a series of great challenges. Doesn't that sound exciting? I guess. Well, I suppose it would be good news if horoscopes were any accurate measure of the world around us. They're always so vague and unfixed. Only suspicious fools such as set much store in them. But you read them in the newspaper every week. That's because they're so romantic. I don't believe in them, but it's nice to imagine that the stars really can determine our fate. I don't get it. It's fine. You don't need to. I was just being silly. Mom winks. I bet all the boys in my class would love if she winked at them. I think they all have crushes on her. Even some of my teachers have crushes on her. I just thought I should warn you, if horoscopes are all accurate, you might be in for quite an interesting week. Mom exits the kitchen with a small laugh. She waves at us over her shoulder, but she doesn't turn around. She's far too cool for that. I know Dad only thinks so. Even after all these years, Yuka's still so mysterious. She's so cool. See? Told you so. Unlike Mom, Dad's really predictable. I can always preempt what he's going to say. I raise from my seat and walk over to the fridge. I feel like having a glass of milk, though it doesn't go well with miso soup. Milk is nice and refreshing, and it helps keep the bones strong. Well, there's your lesson of the day. But the milk that should be there is not. It vanished. Couldn't have drunk it that quickly, though. There's a full carton of it yesterday. Is this the work of a thief? A protagonist? A poltergeist or else? Dad, are you giving our milk away to the neighborhood cats again? Ah, so you caught me out, huh? Totally predictable, like I said. I'm sorry, I'll buy you some milk from the store later if you want any. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'll get some myself on the way back from school. But since I'm the one who gave the milk away, I should be the one to buy more, shouldn't I? Don't worry about it. I meant to buy something from the convenience store anyway. This gives me an excuse to finally do it. Ah, I see. How clever. Not really, anyway. I'm heading out now. This Monday morning really is the same as the last Monday morning, and the one before that, and the one before that. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened, and it'll probably stay that way. Horoscopes, what a load of nonsense. Oh God, we're at the most dreaded place in the world, children. School! School is dull just as always. I try to focus, but it's a sunny day and the characters in my textbook start blowing together. I rub my eyes with the back of my arm, but it makes no difference. What's wrong with me today? Window seats like mine are regarded with great jealousy by my fellow classmates, but I hate sitting here. These seats are good if you want to waste your education staring into the sky, trying to look up mysterious, but they're not so good if you actually want to take notes. When lunchtime rolls around, I end up sitting alone, as per usual. The room fills with chatter, but I don't say a word. My lips remain clamped together. I only open them so I can eat my lunch. It's not like I'm lonely or anything, though, so please don't misunderstand. I'm not being bullied either. I could go and talk to people if I wanted to. I just don't like being on... I just don't. I like being on my own. My mother's pretty famous, so I get asked questions about her a lot. I can understand that if you were an actor's kid, you'd probably get asked about your family more than yourself. It's always, your mother is so pretty, Ree. Or could your mother introduce me to Yamada, Ree? Or just how rich is your mother anyway, Ree? It's never how are you today, Ree? Or could you help me with my homework, Ree? Or did you catch the TV show that was on yesterday evening, Ree? Nobody asked me about me. My horoscope this morning might have said something about making new friends, but I doubt. I don't want any friends, new or old. And honestly, I can't stand other people. I think they should be finished by now. I put my pen down and get to my feet stretching. The bones in my arms click alarmingly. I wonder if I should take this as a sign. Maybe I should drink more milk. Well, that's not my fault. I try to drink my milk, but somebody keeps getting in the way. Does Dad care about the homeless cats that stalk our streets more than he cares about me, his only daughter? I want to put it past him. He goes berserk over anything small, cute, and fluffy. I like cats too, you know. Well, I bought some milk on the way home from school, so I guess I'll have a glass of it now. That wasn't the only thing I bought either. I also picked up some butter, cocoa powder, and eggs. Most people don't know this. I don't have anybody to tell, but I really like baking. It's a hobby I picked up from Dad, since he's always in the kitchen. I think Craig's the only one who's commented so far on this stream. Sunset Riders, we had a bunch of people. I didn't go to kindergarten when I was a kid. I stayed at home with Dad, and he looked after me. I was too small to see over the tops of the kitchen counters back then, so Dad gave me a stool to stand on. I don't need that stool anymore, but I think we still have it laying around the house somewhere else. Dad isn't the most reliable of people, but he was a good teacher. Some might question the safety of giving a 4-year-old girl a sharp knife or letting her stir soup over the oven, but Dad kept a careful eye on me, and I never cut or burnt myself. He taught me a lot of useful things, like how to peel potatoes, how to cut onions without crying, and how to tell when chicken is cooked all the way through. I gotta say, I think me and Fire Ninja might have been wrong here, because we thought there would have been some fucked up shit, but there's really nothing fucked up yet about this one. Kind of. Because almost every other game I've done where it's like a story-driven Joyce game like this, there's always been some kind of fucked up shit within the first few minutes. We're not at 17 minutes, nothing fucked up yet. I'm shocked. Bacon was always my favorite though. I like sprinkling flour over the counters and rolling out dough with the wooden pin. Especially like cutting out shapes in the dough with all the different cookie cutters Dad had stashed away in the kitchen cupboards. It used to feel rewarding when the cookies or pies or pastries Dad and I made came out of the oven, piping hot and ready to be eaten. I still enjoy baking now. That's what I was doing earlier before I start on my homework. I saw these cute cookies on TV that looked like little chessboards set with alternating black and white squares. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to try making them. The sweet smell of warm dough that drips from downstairs is delicious. It's almost like it's calling out to me. I handle myself in higher spirits than usual as I head downstairs. I wonder what I should eat with my cookies. Eat my cookies with. Wow, those cookies actually look pretty good. Holy crap, they actually put some effort into the look of this game. Milk is always a good choice. Warm cookies fresh out of the oven, so hot they scald the fingertips. Or even more delicious when paired with cool, refreshing milk. Okay, I'm gonna ask, is this Kurt Angle's daughter? Because that's a lot of milk. But maybe I could try coffee instead. The bitterness of coffee beans mixed with the sweetness of cookies would create a great contrast. Then again, hot chocolate might be nice too. There's so many options, I decided to pick just one, but when I opened the kitchen door... What the fuck? I see something, or someone rather, who definitely shouldn't be here. It's a girl. She looks about my age, maybe slightly younger. Her hair is short and blonde, curling around her face like a halo. I don't think I've ever seen anybody with such pretty hair before. Her hair isn't the normal or usual thing about her, though. Far from it. It's just my imagining, does she have curly horns protruding from the top of her head? Yeah, she does have horns. And just still peeking out from the bottom of her shirt. Is that a tail? Human food really is delicious. I look at the oven. The door is wide open, and the tray of cookies that should be baking inside, it is not. Somebody must have stolen my cookies. With my incredible detective skills, it doesn't take me very long to work out who the culprit is. Hey, who are you? And what do you think you're doing in my house? The girl blinks. Her eyes are bright red, like precious jewels. Her eyelashes, however, are so pale they're almost white. If those eyelashes weren't there to offset her burning irises, I might be frozen to the spot or turned to stone. The girl crunches the last cookie, my cookie, between her teeth and swallows them. She gets to her feet and stabs an occasional finger in my direction. What are you doing here? Why is she talking like I'm the one who broke into her house? Doesn't she have any decency? Judging by her ridiculous outfit, maybe not. What do you mean? What am I doing here? What are you doing here? I came here on an important mission. To eat cookies I just made? No, that was just collateral. What are you talking about? Damn, doing the demon voice hurts like hell. I'm saying you're very, very lucky. My name is Lucy DeVille, and I'm a demon from the deepest, darkest depths of hell. I was sent here to reap your soul. Silence descends. I stare at her. She stares back. Of all the ridiculous things, I certainly didn't expect that. My soul? That's right. However, since I'm a nice demon, I'll give you another chance to redeem yourself. I'll stay with you for a week. If you can make me something to eat every single day, then I'll let you live. Feed me or reap your soul. How does that sound? Is she seriously asking me that? Is she asking me what I think? Well, we're gonna do a save real quick. Oh, can we not save? Oh, we're gonna save right here. Alright, let's see. What should I do? Well, I'm gonna let somebody in the comments section decide, or if Fire Ninja comes back, he can decide which one we pick. Do we A, what on earth are you talking about? Or B, I unquestionably accept everything. Do 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 do. Just give me a chance to look up my Twitter poll I have up on Twitter real quick. Oh, Final Fight is still in the lead, 80 with 3 votes, and actually no, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, 5 votes. Final Fight's at 80%. 3 count bout is at 20%. Do 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 do. We'll say doing the demon voice does hurt a bit, everybody. Not gonna lie about that. I got 2 likes so far, that's pretty good. And stop. Okay, looks like I'm gonna unquestionably accept everything. Oh, alright, you're a demon, I get it. That makes complete sense. I know, right? It's all very simple. Don't give me that. Of course I don't believe you, you idiot. Ow. Ow! What was that for? You didn't need to flick me. I'm perfectly within my rights to flick you. You just broke it in my house and now you're telling me you're a demon. What did you think I was going to do? If anything, I'm being too lenient with her. I should probably call the police. I should have known this would be difficult. Humans are all blockheads. You're unable to see the truth even when it's staring right at you. That's what Mom and Dad said anyway. What truth is she talking about? I see no truth other than the fact this girl is breaking the law. If you don't make me lots of delicious food, I will reap your soul. I'm not kidding around. I'm being serious. Is my soul so cheap it's only worth a few cookies? Granted, they're pretty nice, at least I assume they were since I never actually got to eat any of them, but still, I'd like to think that a genuine human soul carries a higher price than that on the black market. Otherwise, I might start questioning the worth of my own life. Oh no, of course not. Human souls are precious things. This is why I'm asking you to let me stay here. If you don't want me to steal your soul, then you should try to make me lots of delicious food to balance out the books. You say that, but I think you're just being greedy. Maybe. We can't get what we want in life unless we ask for it. That's what Lucius tells me, and she's super smart. She made a killing on the stock market. I don't know who this Lucy person is, but I don't ask. I have other things on my mind. Okay, do we agree to her demands or do we refuse? Now let's see what happens if we refuse. Yeah, right, that I'm going to let, yeah, right, like I'm going to let a girl who claims to be a demon stay in my home. But why not? Because I have no idea who you are. You're a complete stranger. Letting you stay here would just be asking for trouble. But I'm not a stranger. I already told you I'm Lucia. I'm not a bad person, I promise. But you just started to reap my soul. Oh yeah, guess I did say something like that, huh? I'm not saying I actually believe you're a demon or anything, but I can't afford to take any chances. I know what happens to people who make contracts with demons. But says, do you read all of your visual novel games and voices? Yes, I do. But I already said I wouldn't steal your soul if you made me food. If you refuse, you're definitely regretting it. She's so threatening me again. So she's threatening me again, huh? Well, that's nothing new. Even so, I can't help but wonder, why does she look so troubled? Is it because she can't stand the thought of not getting what she wants? Or is there something more seriously going on here? Need some water, holy crap. Did we enter into an unspoken arrangement when she ate my cookies? I didn't sign any contracts with my own blood, but maybe her saliva was enough to connect our souls together? Brad says, oh, she's angry because she's hungry. Feed her and she'll go back to being cute. Should I change my mind now or I still have the chance? Let's see, do I change my mind or do I not? We're not going to change our mind. We're going to see what happens. No! I won't change my mind. I said I wasn't going to let you stay with me, and I don't like going back on my word. But why? What did I do wrong? You did everything wrong. For one, you broke into my house. I didn't break in. This is just where the interdimensional portal led me. It was a coincidence. And secondly, you ate all of my cookies and you didn't even apologize. But I couldn't help myself. They looked so yummy. And thirdly, you threatened to eat my soul. Didn't your parents ever tell you that it's trying to reap souls indiscriminately? There has to be some kind of system. You'll never make any friends like that. But I... The girl called Lucy sniffles. She isn't crying, is she? I'll be lunching through and I faint, tugging at my heartstrings. Maybe I was a little too hard on her. No, I can't afford to feel any sympathy. I might have been too harsh in my scolding, but all of my points are perfectly valid. And it's not like I ever threatened to reap her soul. It's a good thing I have strong nerves, or that dedication of hers might have seriously shaken me. I don't know very much about befriending people. I don't have many of those. Yes, and I can see why. Hey, that's really mean. You could try to be a bit nicer. Maybe I would be nicer if you extended the same courtesy to me. Unfortunately, I have no hospitality to spare for a rude, thieving, selfish little girl like you. You... Lucy stares at my back for a few minutes, her body trembling like a newborn kitten's, then with a renewed burst of energy. You're a monster. Devil. Demon. Your cookies tasted so nice. But you're the meanest girl I've ever met. Lucy pushes past me and rushes right out of the kitchen. I told me to get rid of a demon. I only catch a brief glimpse of her as she runs away, but I note with a twisting sensation in the pit of my stomach that her eyes are filled with tears. Did I really make her cry? Oh well, it's not like it's any of my concern, really. It isn't. That has nothing to do with me. I have no interest in this girl called Lucille, and all I want to do is live a normal life, and I tend to do just that. But even if it is dull, even if it's boring, even if it's notorious, that's just how it goes. Was that the first ending? I slipped about my bed trying to sleep, but no avail. No matter how I toss and turn, I can't get comfortable. I wonder what time it is. It's pitch black in here, and I can't hear any noises from the street outside. Not cars, not conversations. I'm sure it must be past midnight. Breaking Bailey, I sit up in bed, rubbing my eyes with the back of my arm. According to the clock bound to top my bookshelf, it's just gone 3. Unfortunately, my clock is a liar. The battery in it's been dead for a while, and its hands have been frozen in that position for weeks. I stretch and yawn. My head feels heavy, as though it's been stuffed full of newspaper and it pounds. I can feel the blood pumping through my body, pulsing. Even since I met her, I can't stop thinking about her, that girl, Lucille. Her eyes were bright red, just like Jewel's. Her hair was pale blonde, like falling ash. Her skin was white and snowy. So I guess we're going to find the 7 drawers next, right? She said she was a demon from hell. I don't know if I believe her. It's true she had horns in her tail, but there's no guarantee that they were real. In fact, the more I think about it, the less sure I am about what I really saw. Maybe I was just hallucinating? But I do remember her eyes. Every time I close my own, I can see them, almost as though they've been tattooed on my eyelids. Rosie says, "Hey, Doug." Hey, Rosie. Those bright red, burning eyes. No human could have eyes like that, even with contact lenses. It's just not possible. Apparently, the main character is not seen Rey Mysterio. Does that mean that Lucille really is a demon? She's a demon, and I threw her out of my bed if they were in my shoes. In fact, any sane person would have called the police. Telling Sue to leave was really the best choice. There was nothing else I could have done, was there? I didn't do anything bad, so why should I feel guilty? Well, he's missing an eye, though. Well, he's got one eye left. Why then am I lying awake right now, unable to sleep, my thoughts looping back to Lucille over and over again? My heart pounds in my chest, a series of dull thumps that sound far too loud, yet strangely lifeless. My room is too hot, it's stirring. The air feels thick like a turbid object, something I could hold in the palm of my hands. I'm sweating. Feels like something is going to happen, but what? You're probably going to die. And just as the unpleasant thought flashes across my mind... What the fuck? Okay, we've gotten weird now. Why, hello there. Don't you think the moon is particularly beautiful tonight? I see a woman sitting on my bedroom windowsill. A woman who certainly wasn't there before. The curtains, which I swear were closed, fluttered around her like a shroud. The full corners of the windows frame her, as though she's figure from a watercolor painting. Her hair is long, light blonde, and falls over her shoulders in waves. Her skin is milky white, glowing underneath the moonlight. Sounds like a poem. She's gorgeous, but strangely altered in her beauty. It looks like she comes from a different. Curie hangs in a tear, and her eyes are deep, burning, bright red. I stare at her, unable to speak. In the silence, broken by the sound of the wind outside, my heart continues to pound far, far, far too loudly. Is your name Marie? The direct question unsticks my throat. I try to swallow down my own anxiety, but it tastes sour on my tongue.
That's right, I'm Marie.
Oh, good. The woman nods her head as though waving a gigantic chant about the weather. She looks completely at her ease, at one with the dark night and the shining moon. I'm so glad this is the right house. So many things have gone wrong tonight. I was beginning to doubt, but no matter. My name is Orios Suppose Lives. I believe you met my cute little sister a few hours ago. Is that correct?
That's right.
Good. Now we're getting somewhere. Where are your signs? Her eyes are bright red. They look oddly cold without any shred of warmth or compassion. She hates me. That much is staggeringly obvious. I simply cannot believe that a mere human like you would have the audacity to be so cruel to my poor little Lucille. She was so distraught about the incident earlier. It quite broke my heart. Did you know that you made her cry? Damn, you should have let her stay. You could have been having quite a... That one, Brad, I should point out, the main character is an elementary school student, okay? I'm just providing the voices since there's no voice acting in this.
I didn't mean...
Hush. If you did not mean to upset her, then why would you have not been so cruel? Onion flips a few strands of blonde hair behind her shoulder dismissively. Her voice is no longer light and breezy, it's just as meaningless as her red eyes. I shiver. I've no concrete proof, but I'm sure this woman wields a great deal of power. Power that a mere human, as she called me, could never hope to understand. She's dangerous. Every single detail of her, from those red eyes to that bitter scowl, screams, "Stay away from me," even more effectively than the bright red skin of the proposed poisonous toads that live in the Amazon rainforest. This woman is being a human like me cannot comprehend, a being that a human like me could not possibly hope to escape from. Do you know about the Lives family? We're one of the most important families to govern hell, and I would not stand for my little sister to be humiliated in such a way, especially not by a little warp like you.
I didn't realize.
Of course you didn't. You're only a stupid human. And now, it's too late. My heart hammers in my chest so hard I feel it might burst. Never in all my 9 years of life did I expect something like this would happen. Who would? It is against protocol by a demon such as myself to visit humans like this. But I don't mind bending the rules for the sake of my family's honor.
I'm sorry.
I do not care for apologies. They only offered as a last resort when the damage has been done, and they rarely fix anything they cannot cure. They only seek to lessen the pain of a blow that has already been dealt. In that case, a verbal apology is no good. It certainly would not satisfy me. The only apology I will accept from you will be your soul. Of course it is. I should have expected as much given this woman really is a demon. I didn't find Lucia's demands for my mortal soul too threatening, but it's different when it comes from the lips of this woman. This woman I can believe. This woman I can fear. I know that she isn't joking. She's not just trying to scare me, she's telling the truth. So I guess this is what happens when Undertaker dies and he takes over hell, I guess. Sure, he does want to eat my soul, and there's nothing I can do about it. I have no doubt your soul will be half-formed, an immature little thing, not yet rise to its full potential, but I will take it nevertheless. Maybe that will ease my little sister's pain, and her tears will dry, and she will be happy again. Alma steps down from the windowsill and crosses my bedroom with several quick steps. I can only stare at her, my eyes wide, my back pressed against my bedroom wall. There are questions I want to ask her, of course there are, but I cannot force any of them out of my throat. I can't even breathe. Dead end. Well, we got the worst ending in the game, I think. Wow, that was yeah, we got the first ending. Alright, so we're going to go load back and go through some of the options we missed a bit. I don't know what seems like a way I would want to... I don't know, that seems like a way I would want to go. Well, if you're getting killed by a beautiful demon, I guess, yeah, I could think of worse things.
You want to know what I think? I think if you really are a demon, you should know what I'm really thinking.
Thinking already. You got it all wrong. I can't read minds. That's really a high-level skill.
Don't you have any magical powers at all? Why don't you try showing them to me? Maybe I'll believe you then.
I'm sorry, but I'm only a young demon. I'm not very good at using magic yet. If I tried, I'd probably hurt you, and that's why my voice keeps changing from human to demonic form, because I have to practice. Oi. Anyway, if you don't make me lots of delicious food, I will reap your soul. I'm not kidding around. I'm being serious.
Is my soul so cheap? It's only worth a few cookies?
Hey, if you get a high-ranking demon sent to do that, that has to put you in the badass crowd in the afterlife. Alright, I think we've... Okay, we can skip all that if we've already heard it. Okay, we're going to agree to her demands this time just because. I look Lucy up and down, flowing what I can say to her. I don't know if this is a prank or not, but this seems awfully committed. Moreover, she does have those horns and that tail. There's a chance they could be fake, but...
Ah!
A sudden shiver shakes down my spine. There's something strange about this girl's tail. Stranger than the fact that she has a tail to begin with, I mean. It isn't sitting there static like a piece of plastic or cheap prop in a skull plate. It's moving. The tail that peeks out from the back of her shirt is unmistakably pulsing like something alive, something warm and fleshy, with bones and muscles. As much as I want to, I can't believe that this is just a prank. This girl really is a demon, a real demon.
Alright, Lucy, I suppose I'll listen to what you have to say for now.
Yay. Does that mean you're going to make me lots of delicious food? Are you going to make me delicious food right now?
No, there's still one hurdle you must overcome if you want to be welcome into my family.
A hurdle?
That's right. It could be the biggest challenge you ever had to face in your demonic little life. This Lucia might have met any manner of horrible ghouls and goblins and fallen angels in her time, but don't she's ever had to face a being quite as cynical, quite as sadistic, as sarcastic, and as quite as terrifying
as my mother.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. She looks like a regular Shirley Temple.
Then again, maybe not. Her eyes are so big and her hair is so soft. She's just like a doll. And what did you say your name was, dear Lucille?
That's right. My name is Lucille Diabolias.
What a pretty name.
It must be foreign. Where did you come from, dear?
I came from hell, of course.
Hell, is that in Norway?
I think so. I've never been very good with geography. She looks I can't pronounce that name, Slavic, though, doesn't she? I must say I'm impressed. Your Japanese is perfect. This is no Japanese whatsoever.
Thank you. I've been studying.
And what did you want to come to Japan?
Because I want to eat lots of riso.
Either
You young girls in your imagination. I was always playing fantasy games when I was little too, pretending I could use magic and whatnot. I don't remember reaping any souls though.
just men's hearts, right, Yuki?
You know it.
So, Lucia, are you going to be staying here long? Is this some part of cultural exchange program?
Aren't you listening? There's no cultural exchange program. She really is a demon. Don't be silly, Reese. She might be from nowhere, but that doesn't mean she's a demon.
That's right. Calling this young girl a demon just because her culture is a bit different from our own is too cruel. We didn't raise you to be so unaccepting.
But she has horns and a tail. How do you explain that? It must be a fashion trend. I've seen stranger things in magazines. Personally, I think those horns are really cute. They go nicely with her outfit, Lucy.
Thank you very much.
And she's so polite too. What a perfect little lady.
A perfect lady. Yeah, right. If she really was perfect, she wouldn't have threatened to steal my... Well, yeah.
If she really was perfect, she wouldn't have threatened to steal my soul. But I think I'm fighting a losing battle here. For whatever reason, my parents seem fully dedicated to being as dense as possible. I would have expected this kind of behavior from Dad, but Mom... Maybe she's just excited because she likes cute girls. She's really into idol groups. She said it's because she wants to keep track of all of her opponents in the showbiz industry, but I think she's fond of them.
It would have been nice if you told us that your friend from Norway was coming over to stay with us, though.
We must seem so slowly greeting her like this. We haven't even prepared anything for her to sleep.
That's because I didn't know she was coming here either. Well, no matter. What's done is done.
We'd love if you could stay with us, Lucia. It would be our pleasure.
Ah, I'm so happy. you so much.
And just like that, Lucie DeVoe, a demon who wants to reap my soul, is invited to live in my house. Okay, that's going to do it for this game. I think we've had our fun. Depending how the views do for this, I might actually continue this game on another day on live stream. I don't know. But I need to go give my voice a rest. So until next time, have a good night, and I'll see you all most likely on Friday, because I'm taking tomorrow and Thursday off due to the weather. So then, have a good night. Don't forget to vote on the Twitter poll I have up of what next arcade classic I should do. And I will see you all on Friday, weather permitting.